All right, the coronavirus continues to impact everybody, including Wisconsin's farmers.
Q106 Farm Director Pam Yongki joins us this afternoon to talk about what is happening right now. Hi, Pam. Good to see you.
Inside air conditioning. I see it.
Yeah.
Relative heat right now is 97 in Madison. I don't need to be out in that, but our farmers are.
It is awful.
We saw a sobering statistic this week that Wisconsin now leads the nation in the number of farm bankruptcies.
Yeah, this month alone, I should say for the month of May, or the most recent, we saw a pretty substantial clip in the number of cases. And remember, that is only, I believe, Chapter 12. There's a couple different chapters when it comes to farm bankruptcies. That's the one that is usually used as far as farms are concerned. So in reality, that number may be bigger. That is, we're on pace now to just about double any kind of farm bankruptcy numbers that we've seen historically.
And dairy's being hit the hardest.
Well, it's definitely one that we're tracking the most. Remember, the reason why you always hear about the number of dairies that are being lost, because they are a milk-producing facility, the Wisconsin Department of Ag, Trade, and Consumer Protection has to give them a permit. They have to be inspected to be on that, to be able to do that. So that's why we can track dairy numbers very, very closely. But when it comes to our pork producers, I'm very concerned that their numbers are escalating as far as bankruptcies just because of the market conditions caused by COVID, and we don't know how many beef producers, when especially our meat processing facilities were backed up, we don't know how many of them might have been forced to exit the industry as well. So those numbers in reality may be far bigger when you take into all of Wisconsin agriculture. Let's not forget about the other impacted commodities like our Wisconsin ginseng that lost all of its world market. Our Wisconsin cranberry growers have been struggling. So there's a lot of Wisconsin agriculture that could ending up in that category by the end of the year.
Oh, it's been such a difficult year. And then you add on top of that all of the county fairs that were canceled this year.
Right, but I will commend a lot of the parents and the organizers, the business support system that they've got. There's a lot of alternate expos that are being organized from the grassroots up. Just found out that Dane, Columbia, Lodi, and Stoughton fairs are all coming together for a youth livestock expo that's going to be held Saturday, July 18th at the Iowa County Fairgrounds in Mineral Point. Talked to the fair manager at the Jefferson County Fair Park. They're going to be doing a fair tour, essentially. Basically, they've got over 600 of the kids and the open show exhibitors that sent in their entries and are going to be judged by a judge remotely. All those entries will be up on their website, so you can kind of get a taste of it there. Dodge County still got some of their fair going forward. Fond du Lac County still goes forward with some of their fair. Lafayette County. So there's been a lot of creativity. Sauk County is going to do a youth livestock expo at the Juneau County Fairgrounds in Boston. So like I said, I commend a lot, and I'm missing some groups. Sorry, I can't recall them all. I commend those folks for trying to do something to reward the kids for the time and the effort that they've been putting into their projects and still stay committed to it.
Yeah, they deserve it. A lot of people gardening for the first time.
You know, and I kind of put this bug in Mark and Susan's ear because we've been talking about it in the farm department. I saw so many people that have never gardened before rip up a patch of their yard or a spot to have either a garden or maybe chickens, and they're getting some big surprises. If you had backyard birds for the first time, I hope you know where you're going to have them processed, because those facilities are basically full up for 2020. Same thing with the garden. If you planned on canning or processing your vegetables, you better start laying in your supplies now. Things like lids and jars and things like that are getting very, very hard to find. If you already thought about maybe making jams with some of your fruits that you might have gotten, like the strawberries, you might have found yourself waiting in line for a little while for some of those components. So my word to the wise, if you are a brand new gardener that's thinking about all the wonderful produce you're going to can or process, get the supplies that you're going to need to do that job today before all the fruit and vegetables, everything that you're going to find starts showing up in the next couple of weeks.
That's good advice.
It's always something.
This time around, for sure, I'll tell you.
Well, hang in there, Pam. Stay cool.
Thanks, you guys too.
Best of luck to all the farmers out there.
Great to see you, Pam. Thanks so much.